My name is Angelica Contreras. I'm a mixed media artist. I studied fine arts in Guadalajara, Mexico, but I am currently living in Madison, Wisconsin. As a mixed media artist, I work with collage and oil paint in my pieces. A lot of my work has to do with identity and social challenges that Latino communities have in the United States. So that is mostly what my work is about. I think my work is distinctive in that I have a specific audience in mind. The communities that live in between two cultures, that in my case would be the Mexico and American culture, or Latino culture and American culture, which is like a very specific culture in itself, and they have their own challenges, and a lot of the times they still remain invisible for the art world in general, or for society. So maybe that is what in one way makes my work distinctive. This is my first artist residency, so this is my first opportunity. It's been a wonderful opportunity. I didn't have expectations. I knew I was going to encounter many different types of art, and also encounter and question a lot of what kind of art people are making today. But the most important thing that I've encountered was sharing the space with lovely people that come from different places, and just a sense of community, and having deep conversations with people that do the same thing as I do. For this exhibition, with the theme of Snapshot, I related Snapshot in terms of maybe a moment in time and memory. In this work, I take back what happened in 2021 when the pandemic wasn't full blown, and I work also in a school as a translator, and I work with children, so we were online in that period. And I had taken many snapshots of what they were doing. It served a purpose also to send the homework to the teacher, but I had taken many snapshots of what was happening in that time, but also thinking about that even if it wasn't so far away, the memories are starting to fade of what we were doing at that time. At that time, maybe time wasn't constant. We weren't sure what day of the week we were. We weren't sure what we did a week ago. So in my work, I'm kind of like the metaphor of snapshot as in memory, at how it fades through time, and maybe as a form of going on with life, that sometimes we just go on and those memories start to fade.
Hello, my name is Asokuwake. I am Ivorian artist. We live and work between Paris and Tours in France. I am a multidisciplinary artist. My work goes from painting to engraving, and to drawing, performance, video, and writing. I work with National Archive, France National Archive, and my family archive, or people that I meet, Africa Archive. During this residence, the silence of place allowed me to develop my process engraving, and my research, my watching research. For exhibition, I show 3 works, 2 little engraving. We talk about our relationship to religion and over too. And the last one, the big engraving, talk about the power of love facing the disaster.
Hello, my name is F. Champion. I come from France. And I'm graduated by the School of Art of Tours. My workshop is a workshop of bruit contemporain. It's a collective which I'm a member. In my practice, I make a sculpture, vivarium, photography, and videos installation. The notion which I approach is the cohabitation between living things, the living things, and I use scientific technical for that, scientific tools. I have met an interesting person, and I think this residency will feed my practice. There is a great environment, the trees, the birds are there. It's very important for me, and it's good. The piece I would make for European art camp, it's an installation of cyanotypes. And 3 months ago, I went in a little place, in the little village at the border of French, German, and Swiss. And I have set up my camera trap for have a picture of animals. One week after, I have much videos of animals, and I transform that in cyanotypes. The cyanotypes, it's an old technique used by Anna Atkins, for example, for made the herbarium. In my work, I ask a question, and the question which is very important for me is, what are our diplomatic relation between the living things?
My name is Eugen, or if you want in German, Eugen. I came from Romania. I'm 37 years old. I'm an artist. I work as an artistic consultant in Bistrița Năsăud, in my county. And I'm also a teacher. I think each artist has his own way, his own path to discover the world. Art, it could be, I think, the most beautiful way to understand humanity, sensibility, everything in one way. So each artist has his own path. I try to discover new methods of drawing, painting, recontextualize them, and to connect and to develop new methods of expression. It doesn't matter the medium. You just have to. I think the work needs a shape, and you have to find it. I'm very curious all the time, so it was very impressive to stay in this place, to visit Documenta, to visit Kassel, but that's for all those places where I will go. All the time I'm curious. I want to see the house and the back of the house, and if it's possible, I will go through closets to see interesting things, what can help me to work. My work, it's called There is a Landscape in My Head, and I had a huge series, and before I came here I was thinking what should I do there in Kassel, and my idea was to use clay to prepare the canvas, to take the clay from this place, so it means already a practice of appropriation. So I'll be closer with, connect with this land, and I start a landscape, big scale landscape is 3 meters, 3 meters on 1.5 meters, a triptych, and everything is invented. So it's what I saw the landscape, I absorbed the landscape, and then I will transform it and painted the way I feel it. It's like Picasso used to say, first I eat the fish and then I paint the fish. So it's more, it puts you to use your subconscious mind and to be very good look, to look very well to the landscape, to absorb it, and because it stays in the back of your head, you know, you have it somewhere and you just have to find a solution to reveal it.
My name is Helen Hawley and I'm here from Madison, Wisconsin. I studied art at the Rhode Island School of Design and also I did an MFA at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. I work in a lot of different media. I work with sculpture, installation, painting, and also with texts. And I'm inspired by language a lot in my work and also by interest in the flow of water and the water cycle and in time. Well, I was very excited to live for 2 weeks with other artists. Like, yes, my community is always artists, but it's like truly special just to be with artists for a few weeks. And I knew that I would be able to work outside here, which was very exciting. The landscape is really beautiful and it's so exciting to me, like that there's a quarry behind the meadow where I'm drawing. And to travel internationally is really important, like to develop a global consciousness and see and meet people from other parts of the world. And also that happened at Documenta. I'm doing a book project. It's called Shadows and Salvage, and I started the project with a text, a poem that I wrote in Madison. It's a poem, and I have these words that are not words in here. These would just be like vocalizations. They're vowels only, but not words in English. And then I came here to find the shadows. Another one of the residents was calling me the shadow hunter, which was so nice. But I'm building little constructions out of the cardboard from the boxes that our supplies came in and using those constructions to cast most of the shadows.
My name is Arina. I'm an artist from Moldova. I work in genres of painting, installation. For me, the main topics that I work is the connection with nature and instead the connection within people and the environment, like cities and all the changes that are going to feel like every person, somehow this connection. I want to make a work that is really contextual to this place, to try to feel somehow this area, the people, nature. And it was really interesting for me, this. Now I'm working on my paintings. It's a concept of 4 paintings that connect together and create one big painting. It could be possible to look at this painting like every piece separate and together. And the main idea of the concept is the protection of environment, because also I use some natural elements for my painting to install near my canvas. I want to install the nature elements as grass and stone.
My name is Leonardo Blanco. I'm a visual artist. I move between paintings, sculptures and installation. I live in Italy, between Rimini and the Republic of San Marino. My work, my research is related to free will and randomness. I try to bring into play all disputes of existence, overcoming the dual aspect through a research of aesthetic unity, harmony, you mean? And for this camp, nothing expectation, except to live intensely with my work and share it with beautiful people. And this happened, and so I'm very satisfied. And the project for the exhibition is dedicated to a material that having fulfilled their function can find through my practice another life. And in this moment we're talking always of raw materials. I think that the good title for this small project is Second Materials, because second materials for me is a possibility of looking all things from another angles.
My name is Olesia Iannache from Republica de Moldova, Chișinău. I am painter from the Republica Moldova. I am very happy to participate in the European Art Camp 2022 Snapshot. They camp give me the opportunity to communicate and exchange experience with artists from different parts of the world. My artistic creation is expressive, accentuated in strong coloring. From the exhibition, I painting impression from nature, the beauty of nature, but also the pace, the good mood which nature offers in and which we painter observe and camp immortalize in painting.